La Universidad de las Fuerzas Armadas.
Hi, my name is Anderson Freire.
Hello, my name is Melanie Tuban.
Hello everyone, my name is Michelle Arrieta.
Ariel Cadena.
My name is Karen Ana Luisa.
And my name is Jennifer Albuja. Now let's start with the video. Hello everyone! Today we are going to talk about activities for teaching children in the ESL classroom, about the theme 6 of techniques. Today we are going to talk about different topics. The first one, skills-based techniques. The second one, activities-based techniques. The third one, activity 1, control. Activity 2, semi-controlled. Activity 3, free. And finally, the conclusions. The only possible education is this: to be sure enough of a thing, to dare to say it to a child. J.K. Chesterton.
Principles for designing techniques. While I'm explaining about the techniques, you have the four skills. The first one, we have listening techniques. These techniques can develop acting on what they are listening, choosing pictures, objects, and text, transferring information understood into a picture, and answering questions about the message. The second one, we have speaking techniques. This technique can develop explaining the students that there is a link between listening and speaking and integrate both skills whenever is possible. The three, we have reading techniques. These techniques can develop answering questions about the passage, taking notes on the passage, providing an end to a story, and duplicating a passage. Finally, we have writing techniques. These techniques can develop when creating a plan. The reading follow the organization planning, ask for feedback, have flexible surface structures, and receive their product as many times as you need it.
Taxonomy of techniques. Control techniques. There are the main techniques with which the student will be introduced to the student environment, applying the organization, reviewing text, among others. Semi-controlled techniques. There are inclusion activities in which all students will participate and contribute to the class, brainstorming, treated information, among others. Free techniques. They help students to express themselves better and understand learning, and a free and dynamic way applying dialogues in games, interviews, among others.
Control technique activity. Control techniques. Warming up is one of the most used control techniques in ESL teaching. One of the most common and well-known activities is Simon Says. This is an excellent game for young students which can be applied at any time. This activity allows students to develop skills such as listening, comprehension, vocabulary, motor development, following and giving directions, among others. But now the question is how to play it. Teachers should stand up in front of the class, then saying Simon Says and doing the action. Students must copy what teacher do. Repeat this process choosing different actions, then do an action, but this time only say the action and omit Simon Says. Whoever does the action this time is out and must sit down. The winner is the last student standing. To make it harder, speed up the actions. It is suggested to have a previous list of the activities or objects that children will be asked to do. For example, you can say, Simon Says, show me your notebook, Simon Says, show me your folder, Or even you can use it with the school supplies. Simon says, show me your pen, show me your marker, or show me your pencil, among others.
Activity semi-controlled.
Semi-controlled activities refer to the fact that the teacher doesn't have full control at the time they perform the activity. As the learning, we also intervene by the performing another activity to complete the learning activity. The next activity, we are going to use a question and answer activity, with starting with from the question and answer. Example, the student will run to the box and the form the question that's here and answer it. In this case, the topic will be parts of the human body, and the student only have to touch the parts of the body and answer it. This activity can be considered kinesthetic activity. So let's get started.
Where is the shoulder? The shoulder is here.
Activity 3.
A free technique type activity is the hot potato game. The only materials we need is a ball and fun music. While the teacher plays the music, the students pass the ball to each other, and when the music stops, the student with the ball or hot potato has to answer a question or perform an activity that the teacher asks. The activities or questions will be related to topics of study. This activity is recommended for all Asian levels of English as it can be adapted according to the needs of the students. Thanks to this game, students will learn while having fun.
Now, let's talk about what we can conclude from what we have learned. First of all, we must remember that the stage in which we learn the most is in our childhood, and it is also the stage in which we are most distracted. That is why teachers must know the techniques to create and design dynamic and fun activities to help the little ones to learn in a mindful way, but above all, to do it with joy. Thanks for seeing.